Today, I've got my hands on a fan-made manga based on Goku vs. Saitama, and the power levels shown in it. Well, I'd say they're actually quite accurate. Surprisingly accurate, in fact. The story jumps straight into a face-off between the two. Goku calls out, "Hey Baldy, ready or what? You look strong." Saitama replies, "Yeah, sure." And honestly, I have no idea how they ended up in the same universe, or even whose universe this is supposed to be. But never mind that. We're just here to enjoy this fight. Saitama throws the first punch, but Goku easily catches it. Goku smirks and says, "If you really want to beat me, you're gonna have to hit harder than that." Before he can even finish his sentence, "Don't hold back." Saitama lands a serious blow that smashes Goku through a rock formation, launching him far away. And mind you, Goku was still in his base form at that point. Goku dusts himself off and says, "Not bad, but now it's time for you to see what I'm really capable of." Saitama meanwhile is thinking, "I've already hit him twice, and it didn't even faze him. Huh, this might actually get interesting." And that might be interesting bit? That hit me. Because Saitama's been bored out of his mind fighting opponents who go down in one punch, so for him to even consider something interesting, that's huge. Still, he's not expecting much from Goku. Then Goku starts powering up, first to Super Saiyan, then immediately jumps to Super Saiyan 2, then 3, and finally into Super Saiyan God. And Saitama, he's just standing there, watching Goku's hair keep changing and thinking, what is this guy doing? Is he just showing off different hairstyles? Goku explains every transformation as he goes. This is Super Saiyan. This is Super Saiyan 2. Now I'm at 3, and now Super Saiyan God. And just when he's about to switch to Super Saiyan Blue, Saitama stops him and says, "Bro, can you not? Just get to your final form already. Stop wasting time." Goku smirks, turns blue and says, "This is my final form." Of course, he's lying. Now the real fight begins. Both go all out. The clashes are happening so fast that even within a single second, they're exchanging blows multiple times, and they're not the only ones watching the match. Even the Omni Kings are spectating with the Grand Priest beside them, enjoying every second. One Omni King says, "Saitama's going to win." The other replies, "Nope, Goku's got this. His blasts are massive." To which the first counters, "Saitama can create even bigger blasts." And the Grand Priest is just sitting there thinking, someone shut these two up. Back to the fight. It's clear Goku is struggling to keep up with Saitama's speed. Every time Goku thinks he's landed behind Saitama, he finds him already standing ahead, casually saying, "Why'd you stop?" Then comes a moment of depth. Goku looks at him and says, "I sense sadness in you. Are you even interested in fighting me?" And Saitama answers honestly, "I'm tired of this endless cycle. No one ever gives me a real challenge. I don't grow, I don't gain anything from these battles." He's basically saying he's never encountered a worthy opponent. Every fight ends in a flash, just 2 punches, and it's over. Goku understands. He replies, "So there's no one in your world who can even stand up to you, huh? I guess I'm lucky. I've fought warriors who've pushed me past my limits, and no matter how strong I get, I'm never truly satisfied. But I promise you this, I'll give you a real fight, not like the others." He means people like Boros, someone who survived a few hits from Saitama, but still didn't fulfill that hunger for a true battle. Goku ends by saying, "As a Saiyan warrior, I give you my word," and activates Kaioken, which really ticks Saitama off. "Dude, are you seriously transforming again?" he shouts. Both of them had already claimed that was their final form. But Goku says, "This isn't a new form." Saitama snaps back, "Your color's changing. That means you're stronger." So yeah, it is a new form. Goku essentially stacks Kaioken on top of Super Saiyan Blue. Though technically, it's not considered a separate transformation. What Kaioken does is amplify Goku's power level temporarily, which already happens during his normal transformations. But here, he's layering it over Blue, like he did during his fight with Hit. After activating this combo, Goku lands a powerful kick on Saitama, and damn, what a hit. Saitama suddenly realizes he's no longer on Earth. But wait, he's not just off the planet. He's been launched out of the entire Milky Way galaxy. One combined kick from Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken, and Saitama is hurled beyond galactic boundaries. And yet, you can clearly see, he feels absolutely no pain. As he floats out in space, Saitama casually remarks, "Oh, this again." If you remember when Boros punched him to the moon, you'll get the reference. He's recalling that same moment. But this time, it's way beyond the moon. He's now outside the galaxy. Meanwhile, Goku mutters, "I think I might have overdone it." He wants to go after Saitama, but realizes he can't survive in space. Just then, the Grand Priest contacts him and says Zeno-sama wishes for this battle to continue. So, as a temporary measure, the Grand Priest grants Goku the ability to breathe in space. Of course, Saitama doesn't even need such a gift anymore. He's on a whole different level of existence. The moment Goku gains the ability, he instantly appears in front of Saitama. Saitama throws a punch at him, but Goku blocks it with ease. Barely a millisecond has passed in space when Saitama does something wild. He basically breaks the fourth wall. He looks at the time counter shown on the manga panel, rips it out, and goes, "What the heck is this?" before flinging it right into Goku's face. It would have been epic if Goku caught it and threw it back or deflected it somehow. Then again, Goku has done similar stuff before. In an earlier Dragon Ball manga, he literally shattered the manga panel itself, which made some fans label him a backstage character, someone aware of the comic's existence. Back in the current fight, Goku throws a punch that sends Saitama flying. But since there's no land around, he just keeps going. Goku takes full advantage of his flight ability and goes after him. Just like how Saitama beat Cosmic Guru all across space in One Punch Man, Goku starts wailing on Saitama. But no matter what, Saitama takes 0 damage. And then, the next panel. I honestly don't even know how to describe it. If we're to believe this fight is happening at their true, unrestrained power levels, then seriously, these two could solo just about anything. Not everything, but yeah. Most characters wouldn't stand a chance. So now the question is, what happens in the next panel? We zoom out to reveal the Milky Way galaxy, and within just 1 millisecond, Goku and Saitama have already begun their cosmic clash. The patterns you see forming in the next panel? That's not just visual flair, it's the actual path both Goku and Saitama trace as they race through space, covering multiple loops around the Milky Way in a literal millisecond. At first, I assumed we were seeing the observable universe, which is way larger than our galaxy, but no, this is strictly within the Milky Way. Though honestly, I'm not entirely sure. It could be the observable universe. Then, Goku unleashes a Kamehameha while Saitama counters with his serious exhale. These two overwhelming forces collide, and the resulting explosion is cosmic in scale. So massive, in fact, that it appears even bigger than the entire Milky Way. Both warriors are visibly impressed. Goku exclaims, "Man, you're something else," while Saitama replies, "You're not so bad yourself." Then he says something that hits deeper. "Maybe this fight will finally bring some life back into my eyes." Saitama is essentially admitting that he's been bored out of his mind for a long time. He hasn't found a worthy opponent in ages. Every battle feels the same, predictable, lifeless. But now, with Goku, he's hopeful this one might finally reignite that spark. Then he quietly reflects. Although, to be fair, things felt lifeless even before I ever started fighting. He's always looked for excitement in battle, but every opponent crumbles before him too quickly. He already knows how things will end before they begin. To that, Goku responds, "Maybe fighting just isn't your thing. I enjoy it. It makes me happy. But that doesn't mean it has to be your path too." Goku shares an example. "Take my friend Bulma. She's not a fighter, but she's still happy. Or my son Gohan. He's one of the most talented fighters out there, but he'd rather spend his time reading books." That moment is surprisingly deep. Goku is making a powerful point. Even if you're the strongest being in your universe, that doesn't mean fighting is the only way to find joy. His Gohan example really lands. Someone capable of greatness in combat, yet finds fulfillment in something else entirely. Goku finishes with, "I guess you've just got to focus on what truly brings you happiness." And Saitama gets it. You can tell he absorbs every word. Like, since when did these two become so wise? Saitama nods and says, "Yeah, maybe you're right. But I still want to fight you." He knows this might be the only time he gets to face someone on Goku's level. "And I know you want to fight too. So let's do it." Goku agrees. "Alright then, give it everything you've got. We're not even hurt yet anyway." Then Saitama unleashes his consecutive serious punches. And this time, Goku actually takes some real damage. He's hit so hard that he doesn't even have time to strike back. Goku says, "Right now, I'm barely able to defend myself." After that, both he and Saitama exchange a bit of mutual respect. Goku mentions how Saitama isn't using any specific form, technique, or even ki. But actually, he is using a form, something like consecutive serious punches. So technically, it counts. Goku continues saying, "It's his raw strength. It's insane, and I can feel him getting stronger with each passing moment." Switching to Saitama's perspective, he admits, "No one's ever stood their ground against me like this before." He acknowledges both Goku's physical strength and his indomitable will. Then, in unison, they both say, "This guy motivates me." It's clear they're feeding off each other's power and pushing themselves to new heights during this fight. Then comes an interesting twist through the narrator. Their lives aren't even at stake. They're actually enjoying this battle. It's pure fun for them. And that thrill is what's pushing both of them to tap into their highest abilities. Goku, of course, unleashes Ultra Instinct. And as for Saitama, his ultimate, somewhat broken power is the ability to time travel, thanks to Guru. Remember when Saitama casually said, "Oh yeah, I can time travel now?" He actually does it, and jumps to the timeline where Goku is already using MUI. Now we witness the real clash, MUI Goku versus Saitama. Saitama launches a punch, but Goku dodges it effortlessly. Saitama's shocked. "How the hell did you dodge that?" Goku replies, "My body reacts on its own whenever it senses danger." Saitama finds this ability cool, but also kind of unfair. He says, "Dude, earlier you said your strongest form was that other one. But this is on another level." Goku calmly explains, "I can't use this form normally. It's not something I can turn on at will." Meanwhile, we jump back to the Omni Kings, who are hilariously arguing. One says, "The bald guy already won. If you don't agree, you're an idiot." The other snaps back, "Goku should have ended this long ago. If you don't agree, you eat poop." Yep, one literal god calls the other a poop eater. Then, Grand Priest contacts Goku and says, "The Omni Kings are getting dangerously upset. They're arguing non-stop over your fight, and I'm afraid they might destroy the universe out of frustration. I really don't want that to happen, so I suggest you stop fighting now." Goku sighs. "Man, just when it was getting fun. But I guess I don't have a choice." Goku decides to stop the fight, while on the other side, Saitama is finally excited. He's found an opponent worthy of going all out against. He thinks, "Is this it? Is this the fight I've been waiting for?" But Goku apologizes. "Sorry, buddy. We have to stop. I've been warned. If we don't, this entire universe could be wiped out." That's when Saitama gets pissed. "Are you kidding me? We just started having fun. I finally met someone who could challenge me. And now we have to stop?" But then, Saitama remembers his friends, his moments of joy, laughter, and connection. He recalls Goku's words, "You don't have to fight to be happy. Focus on the things that bring you joy." For Saitama, that's spending time with his friends. And if the universe is destroyed, none of them would survive. So he agrees. "All right, let's not risk it." As he looks up at the Milky Way, he says, "I guess this is the way back home. I'm heading out. Bye." Saitama walks off into space. He says, "I didn't really like how this ended, but I did learn something from it. Thanks." And just like that, he disappears into the cosmos. Watching him leave, Goku smiles and says, "People like you're the reason I love fighting." Their fight may have ended, but the Omni Kings? They're still angry. Since no clear winner was declared, they complain. They just stopped and became friends? One says, "Let's just destroy everything." But before they can do anything, a voice roars from behind. "Hey, shut up!" They turn and see King standing tall, surrounded by a terrifying aura. Both Omni Kings instantly freeze in fear. That's the power of the strongest being in the multiverse. And with that, the fan manga ends. Honestly, I liked it. It wasn't just mindless fighting. We actually got to understand both characters deeply. The fight ended just like a classic shonen story, two rivals turning into friends. And Saitama? Bro, where are you even going in the Milky Way? How are you planning to find Earth again? And what about Oxygen? What a wild character. Anyway, I found this manga on Reddit. Links in the description.